Hello, I would like to read from the book that I put together about the Buddhist teachings, a short story about humans and nature. This is always, and even more so now, a very important topic. Humans and nature, we are one. There are direct implications for ecological ethics through the Buddhist teachings. There is a holism that goes beyond separation, which implies a universe of objects that interact simultaneously and so strongly no one thing can be thought of as separate. It emphasizes the interdependent nature of human and non-human life as well as the importance of the ecosystem and natural processes. With the disidentification with a substantial self and comprehension of the interdependency of all phenomenon, the importance of the distinction we usually make between ourselves and other living beings lessens greatly. Such an attitude views the world non-dualistically as a vast interdependent field in which no life form, no matter how insignificant it seems to be, is an outsider. There is a state of connectedness and interdependence of all phenomena. This important realization that there is no independent inherent self, that the perception of self, of me, of mine, is only an egotistical representation. We recognize the interdependence of all instead through the Buddhist teachings. As naturalist Aldo Leopold claimed, the biotic or life factor mechanism is so complex that its working may never be fully understood. This undercuts the usual ignorant anthropomorphic view of the validity of the successful domination and control of the environment by humans. Instead, there is a deep ecology that recognizes the inherent worth of other beings aside from their utility. Another writer who expressed a similar deep view of ecology was R.G.H. Hsu. He wrote, "The term ecology is used locally but does not have the connotation of environment. There is no separation of man and his environment. Rather, there is a fusion of man and his environment. Ecology represents the study of the ecological entity as a whole. A given ecological complex appears unfavorable from the standpoint of man. For example, he does not have prior claim to adjustment of the part of other elements of the complex. The others have just as much right to demand modification of his behavior as he has on theirs. All are one in nature." There is an appreciation of this oneness and the delicate interrelationships of the diffusions. So humans are not an isolated island in the sea of existence, but rather their being is shared ultimately with all. This becomes a clear and apparent relationship with all existence through the Buddhist teachings of anatta and interbeing. Everything is interconnected. Everything is in the field. Nothing is separate from one another. These are the insights of the Buddha. May you be well, happy, and serene.